All right, that's compliments of Chef. Chef did that video. We're going to get a lot more pictures this year and keep that thing growing. But we're very happy you chose Cabrillo. We love it. We know it's the best place, and we want to see you be successful here. And I'm going to tell you this in your meetings. You're student athletes, right? So you are students first. You cannot continue on and transfer and reach your goals in sports if you don't, and in academics, if you don't take care of your academics. All right, so that has to come first. Please, we're going to talk about the resources we have on campus. Do everything you need to do to take care of your coursework, go to class, don't get dropped, get an education, transfer on, and reach your goals. All right, we are here for you. Use us, use me, use your coaches, use the staff that's here today, and use each other. Okay, we are a family in this together. No one should fall behind. Okay, we have too many resources on campus that we're going to tell you about, but it's up to you to use them. Okay, don't go hungry. Don't let mental stress overwhelm you. Don't let your something that's difficult in class. We have tutors. We're going to talk about that all today, but you have to use it, okay, to be successful. All right. So next, we're going to introduce our coaches, and I'm just going to go as I see them, and I always miss one. Oh, I know. Before we do that, who wants to win a hat? All right, part of winning it is you have to come down and embarrass yourself, and you have to answer my questions. Okay, the first question, whoever can come down here and name all 15 sports at Cabrillo can win a hat. Will, Fang, you're in. That's perfect. Football? Golf? No? Oh, shit. Basketball? Volleyball? Men? Just men? What's the other one? What is men's soccer? Women's soccer? Oh, tennis. You can't have 15. Water polo. Stay sport. It's in the pool. Oh, water polo. Swimming. Baseball. Softball. I lost. And you meant men's and women's for all of those. Another one right now? Okay. Who wants? I'm going to read the questions first and then see if you want to volunteer. All right. The next 3 questions. You have to get 2 of the 3. You should get 3. Okay. You have to name. Well, some of this is in the handbook. You have to name our athletic association. So, like Division I's NCAA. What are we? The name of our conference and 3 schools in our conference. Come on. It's a hat. Yeah, we'll help you with the rest. Come on. Come on. You want that too? I'll play men's soccer. Association. What's our athletic association? Help me out. 3C2A. What is the championship? I'll give it to you. Our conference. All of our schools are along what? It's next to the beach. West Coast. Just coast. Good. Right. And 3 schools that we play. Yo, we play Cornell. Gavilan. One more. One more for a hat. For a hat. West Valley. And we beat all those teams, right? Oh wait, we're on live stream. Love you hard now, West Valley. All right, California Community College Athletic Association is the athletic association that we are governed by. We're part of the Coast Conference. That's the coolest conference. And we play a lot of schools. We won't read them all. All right, good. All right, we gave some hats away. All right, let's meet our teams. So, of the 15 that Fang so nicely, eloquently stated, we have football.
Yeah.
I promise there's a lot more of them, so we'll be okay. Head coach, Coach Hansen. Women's soccer. Head coach Gladys Mondragon. I love saying that last name. We got men's soccer. Head coach Paolo Carbone. You have to do that when you say your name. Let's see, we have men's and women's water polo. We got Jasper Billings for the men, George Paul Scheffler for the women. Men's and women's basketball is a winter sport. They're not required to be here, but we have James Page and Sean Lynch. Baseball, again, spring sport. Scott Mossick is the head coach. We do have spring sport representing, which is awesome, and that is softball. Yeah, there it is. Head coach Christy Rossiter, who just got hired full-time here at Cabrillo, which is an awesome accomplishment that everyone's striving for. Beach volleyball and indoor volleyball. New head coach Brandon Tirado, welcome. Men's and women's tennis in the spring, David Van Ness. And men's and women's swimming in the spring, Josh Thomas. Did I miss anyone? Well, that's everyone, right? All right. More questions or keep going? What time is it? 10:50 in the next, oh, we're already behind. All right, let's get into the presentation. So our first resource that we have is Student Health Services and Claudia P. Pashot.
I'm Claudia Pashot. I work at Student Health Services. I am the Student Outreach and Wellness Coordinator there. Our staff is combined of nurses, mental health counselors, myself who's a health educator, and we also have wellness ambassadors. One is on the soccer team here. Jordan, you want to raise your hand? Hi. So our wellness ambassadors are your peers. They can help you hold you accountable. They can give you resources, connect you to resources on campus. So if you have any questions, and if you want to apply to be a wellness ambassador, feel free to talk to Jordan or talk to myself. And we do have positions open for the fall and spring. But you can come see us for any kind of treatment and testing of minor injuries or illnesses. If you hurt yourself while you're on the field, I think you guys have folks to cover that. But if you're feeling like the effects while you're on campus and you want to see somebody right away, you come up to room 912. We'll take a look at you. You can also get personal counseling. That's also for individual as well as couples or group family counseling. So you can come see us for that. And it's included in your health fee. So as a student, you pay $22 when you pay your tuition. That $22 grants you access to all of these services. You don't pay anything extra for seeing our nurses or for seeing a counselor. We also do group counseling. We have weekly groups, and we're adding more and more groups to the schedule, so you can find that on our website pretty soon. We do first aid and crisis intervention, health and wellness education, and then we also provide resources to any kind of referral in the community as well. So, and this is an old slide I just don't know who did these, so.
Hi, my name is Lance Boucher. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I've been with Rio for about a decade. I started out as an intern in our counseling psychology internship program. And then the last few years, I've been working as an independent contractor doing psychotherapy and counseling. And now I've come on as a faculty member within Student Health Services. So I'm delighted to be here today to discuss our services that are really relevant to you as student athletes. Let me first just give sort of a bird's eye view of what we offer on the mental health side. Katie did a really good job talking about sort of the physical wellness piece and the health support on that side. I don't know if you're aware, but every semester all students pay a student health fee. And so that gives you full access to our services. And for the most part, they are free. I mean, there are some things that cost, have a small fee with them, like some testing and that kind of thing, diagnostic work. But for the most part, most of our services are free. Our counseling services are totally free. And I hope that's something you can take advantage of. I know as a student, I did not take advantage of that, and I wish I had. I went to several different schools, and I think it would have been really helpful for me to have that extra layer of support. Once you get into the real world, so to speak, therapy is very expensive and sometimes hard to come by. So I hope that you recognize this opportunity. It certainly doesn't have to be a crisis issue, although we are very well set up to support you in any kind of a psychological crisis. But we deal with a whole range of issues, from the more common ones around depression and anxiety, and focus around school and feeling overwhelmed, just with everything that's going on. But we're also here just to support your process as you develop and move into your professional lives and into your adult lives. And so I hope that you see us as a support in that way too, sort of existentially, or maybe in your relationships or anything else that's coming up for you. I hope that you can come to us for that support. So this is our website. Lots of great resources here. On the left-hand side, there's tons of resources that I can go into in detail, but hopefully you'll drop in and see if there's something here relevant for you. I'm going to first promote some of our groups. I'm going to move over to our Canvas page. We have a Canvas page that we've just launched that's available to all students. You can access it again through our website. It's right here. So I'm going to highlight our groups that we have. These are sort of drop-in groups. They're Zoom, access through Zoom. Again, through this Canvas page, links are here, and they're often one-on-one. So if you want a more informal connection to our services, this is a good introduction. They are listed by category, but you can come in, frankly, for any reason, and we'll try to meet you where you are. Just briefly to go.
Events that are happening, of resources that we find that could be useful for your supporting your mental health or your physical health as well. And I just wanted to highlight that you can come see us if you need a physical as well. I think that's pretty much it. But if you have any questions, we're always happy to connect you to a resource or to answer that question. You can come into room 912. We're also at the Watsonville campus. We have classes there. You can go to the Student Resource Center, to room A126. And you can come see us to make in-person appointments. We also do virtual appointments as well. Yeah. Good luck.
Okay, so we care about your well-being. You can't compete on the field or do well in the classroom if you are not feeling well. That's why we have two awesome athletic trainers, and Michael and Rebecca, who we'll talk later, and we have great staff in the health services department. We understand the mental health challenges you guys are facing. We want to give you all the resources we can to help you be successful. Okay, so don't have pride. Just get the help that you need. You can go through Rebecca and Michael, or go directly to Student Health Services. Okay, but it's good to let us know kind of where you are, and Michael and Rebecca will talk about that. Did I cover that, Rebecca? Or should I? You want to? Okay. All right. So Anna Bartkowski couldn't be here. She was really bummed because she likes to come and be used. She's our Title IX compliance officer, and I think she would message that we want Cabrillo to be a place where you feel welcome and safe. And everyone should feel that way on campus, in the classroom, in their sport. Okay, I said it before, we are a family. We need to look out for each other. So there are ways that you can support each other. Okay, if there is, Title IX is not just for women, it's for men and non-conforming genders. I'm going to go through this so I don't mess anything up. It applies to gender discrimination, harassment, and sexual violence. Title IX applies to students, faculty, staff, and anyone who can file a Title IX report. And that's my main point to you, is there's at every web page on our website, at the very bottom, there's a Just Report It. Just Report It is a great function that you can use to report anything on campus, and faculty use it to report things as well. So there's different categories you can choose from. If you need financial assistance, if you need food, if you need help with housing, there's a report for that. If you are a victim or a witness of sexual assault or sexual violence, there's a report for that. It's anonymous. It goes to the specific people that need to see that, and that's where the care team will look at the report and get you the help that you need. Michelle will help me with that. Did I do okay? Okay. But it's a great function for students and faculty to use. It's anonymous, and we don't want anyone to suffer that. That has lifelong repercussions, and we don't want anyone to not feel comfortable or be a victim of sexual assault or sexual violence. That's not who we are. Okay, so we need to help each other out, to care for each other, and look out for each other. Okay. Title IX is a landmark federal civil rights law that prohibits gender discrimination in education. Title IX isn't just for women, it protects male and gender non-conforming as well. Gender-based discrimination includes sexual harassment, assault, domestic and dating violence, stalking, discrimination due to LGBTQ+ status, discrimination due to parental status, discrimination due to pregnancy status. I'm just going fast because we're a little behind, but this is, I want to make sure you get all this. Other protected classes are there: national origin, religion, age, gender, gender identity, gender expression, race, ethnicity, color, medical condition, genetic information, ancestry, sexual orientation, marital status, physical or mental disability, pregnancy, veteran or military status, all protected under Title IX. Possible supportive measures include referrals to personal counseling, adjustments to class schedules, adjustments to work schedules, development of safety plans, assistance in contacting law enforcement, assistance in contacting medical support services. Okay, her information is on the slides. I can share this with all the coaches to get out to you, but if you want to talk or have anything, she's completely accessible, or you can also use the Just Reported tab. Not as good as she would have done, but do you need anything else I should mention? Okay. All right. We don't want that, right? We are here together. Okay, so no one should be discriminated against, no one should be harassed, and we should work together to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay? So
Student Health Services does offer workshops on healthy relationships, and we do one called Consent and Boundaries. So if you have any questions on what consent looks like, what boundaries look like, we do offer that. So you can check our website for when that workshop will be, either this fall or this spring. And consent is for everyone, just to get them to ask. So I highly recommend taking a look at that workshop when we post it.
definitely, and we usually co-sponsor some events like that for student athletes, so no one gets mixed up in a situation like that. So hopefully we can do that as well. Okay, so here's the bottom of the every web page on our website. Is that right? At the bottom, you'll see Just Report It, and you can click on it, and there's all the different categories. Okay, so if you plagiarize or cheat, teachers are going to fill this out, and that's a big no-no, because you can have disciplinary action or suspension. Do your own work. That's how you get smarter and move on in your education. So don't plagiarize, because they will report it, and I'll hear it. You sure? Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Should we do let's do more hats. All right. Last team to win a state championship, last team to win a conference championship, and first sport ever at Cabrillo, and the newest sport at Cabrillo. Those are the three questions. Who can do it? Let's go. No?
You want to try?
You can try. We'll help you. All right. Oh, he was first. Are you even listening to the question? Name, sport. Your name.
I am Saul. I'm playing football. Because there was a hiatus, I'm gonna say football.
Loophole. What's the first sport ever?
I think it's football.
Football.
Newest sport that's not football.
Water polo? Beach volleyball?
Last team to win a conference championship.
I think, I don't know. I think it's girls soccer. That's not.
We're not in high school anymore. It's women's.
Oh, my bad. Women.
All right. And last team to win the state championship.
Women. Beach volleyball.
Good job. It's also right there on the wall. Ooh, okay. All right, let's skip ahead. Okay. True or false? You can be disciplined or suspended from Cabrillo for plagiarism. When does your educational plan need to be filed, and where do you complete this? We should probably wait on that one. They said wait. All right. And who is the vice? Okay, let's skip the second question. Let's go true, false. You can be disciplined or suspended. And who is the new vice president of instruction? He was here earlier. All right. Who wants it? True. There's a true or false, and someone who was here half hour ago. These hats are cool. Zach, come on down. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Where's Puga? Puga, get down. Yes, come on. I'll tell you when you get down here.
Name and sport.
I'm Harrison, and I play women's soccer.
True or false? You can be disciplined or suspended for plagiarism. Oh, true. Don't do it.
Magdalena, you're up. All right. Who wants money? Wants money? Who needs money? Wants money? Money's good. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't think you qualify, but I'll give you some money. Magdalena Serrano from Financial Aid is next.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How you all doing? Good. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. So my name is Magdalena. I am a financial aid advisor. I am based out of here in Aptos, but we also have a financial aid advisor in the Watsonville campus. So if you have any classes there, you can always go there as well. I'm here just to give a general information on financial aid. Many students do not complete a FAFSA or a California Dream Act every year, and there are potentially thousands of dollars sitting out there for you just in no man's land. And I know not everybody raised their hand about wanting money, but if you do want some of that free thousands of dollars, please just fill out an application. It is free to fill out. We are here to help if you have any questions. There are a lot of different types of aid that we have at Cabrillo. We have fee waivers, we have grants, we have federal work study, and we also have direct loans available. Let's see. The other things I want to make sure you all are aware about is we do have a couple appeals available in case your financial situation looks different today than it did 2 years ago, since that's the information that the federal government uses for your FAFSA. So if anything did change, you had a change in job, your parents maybe got laid off during all the crazy COVID pandemic time. If anything like that happened, please come in and talk to us. We are more than happy to help and try to get you as much help as we can. We also have a website, just like everyone else, but please take a look at our website. We have a calendar listed there with all of our important deadlines, as well as workshop information in there. And my favorite page on our website is actually the resources website, because it has a whole bunch of great videos, infographics, as well as 2 Canvas resources. One of them is all about financial wellness and how to budget your money. So I'm really biased towards that one. I think that one's really, really great. So yeah, any questions? Yeah.
What's the cutoff date?
What's the cutoff date? So the priority deadline every year for FAFSA and the CADA is March 2nd, but you can still submit an application even now. So you just need to submit it as soon as you can. And if you have any questions, we're here to help. Great question. Great. So if you have any questions, you can always email us. You can always call us. We're located in the Welcome Center here in Aptos, and then over at the Washington Center as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Magdalena. And it's awesome that they take the time out of the day to come here and talk to you. So thank you, everyone who's presenting today. This is new, right? It's a new title. It's the Seahawk Nest, right? We do cool things like that, like the Hawk Division. You guys see it? The Nourishment and Essential Support Team. Monica.
Can you hear me? Good morning. How are you doing? Good. Okay, so my name is Monica, and I coordinate the Nest, which is up next to the cafeteria. You can't miss us. And I want to give a big shout out over here to part of our team. Jasmine, please stand up. Jasmine Northcutt and her students, come on, please stand up. They work with Michelle, the Dean of Students, Dr. D, the Dean of Students Office. They also, you see them a lot in the Nest, you're going to see them around, you're going to see them everywhere, and they are amazing, phenomenal resources. And Claudia, you met Claudia earlier, she's also in the Nest. So I just wanted to tell you, when I was 17, I went away on an athletic scholarship to the University of Arizona, and I didn't tell anyone that I didn't have any money. I didn't have food. I ended up not having a place to live. I didn't have transportation. I didn't have anything. And so I kept it to myself. And in the middle of my second semester, I had to withdraw and throw it all away. So my passion in life is for that not to happen to any of you, okay? So there's no shame. No embarrassment. You are welcome at the Nest. Come anytime. If you can't come in, send a report through the Just Report It link. It's really easy. You just fill out a simple form, tell us what you need, and we reach out. And we offer assistance with housing, food and clothing, transportation, technology, clothing, utilities, hygiene. We have resource spots around campus. There's one in Mark's office if you need snacks or hygiene products.
I have a lot of snacks.
Help yourselves, don't be shy. It's there for you, and make sure he's not eating them all. Let's see what else. We have fresh markets twice a month. We can come and get fresh produce for free, non-perishable items. We have our food pantry in the Nest. Come and get free food anytime. You also, hopefully you don't meet me this way, but I'm also responsible for the academic integrity program. So if you're thinking of cheating or you're not sure if something's going to be cheating, come and talk with me, email me, reach out, because we can have a private conversation. I'd much rather talk to you before something happens. The consequences here at Cabrillo, we're about learning and education, because when you transfer, it's going to be a lot more severe. So we want to make sure you have a good experience here with academic integrity. Okay, so I hope I get to meet all of you. Like I said, we have an incredible team, and welcome, Seahawk.
The fresh market is unbelievable. And we usually coordinate, and we will send your coach a list of who is in need, and we will go over and pick it all up and bring it to the gym and put it in your coach's offices for you guys to take. But it's good. You learn a little about cooking. There's YouTube. You can watch anything. But there's like rice, chicken, shrimp. There's everything. It's really good. So when that goes around, make sure you sign up if you're in need of some fresh market stuff. And pantries, yes. I purchased some snacks, and I got snacks. So right in this office right here, there's a cubby. Feel free when you're hungry to get snacks. Snacks are good. All right. And no, I don't eat them.
Yes, he does. That's why they're in his office.
Annie Jones couldn't be here. Let's talk about the hub, and we'll also talk about the CTC, because that'll be important. The hub is above the library, up the stairs, all the way in the back. It's an awesome, I say awesome a lot, sorry, it's a good word, community of learning where you can go and study together and sit and help each other out and do your coursework. Okay? That's the hub, and also up there is all of your learning resources. So you have the English Learning Center, the Math Learning Center, the Integrated Learning Center, tutoring services. Anyone that's in need of help, don't be shy. Get the help you need to be successful, please. Okay? So use the hub. We also have the Computer Technology Center, which is the 1400 building. We do require study hall hours for student athletes. We do it for you because we want to ensure your coursework is getting done. So take your time during your study hall hours, and your coaches will talk about this, to take the time during study hall to get your coursework done so you don't fall behind. And also you can get the help you need by peers or by the tutoring services or by the learning centers. Okay? But the Computer Technology Center is another place where we're going to do our study hall hours. And you'll log them and have to do a certain amount a week, and then we'll go from there. Okay? All right. Accessibility Support Center. I've never met Leticia. Oh, she's right here. So I was hoping she was here, and she is. Hi, nice to meet you. Okay. And I was told just talk into the mic because we are
You know what?
streaming.
I'm really loud, so it might not necessarily. No, just kidding. I was kidding. Back in the day when I first started Cabrillo, I didn't need glasses. Now I need glasses. However, I am a proud graduate from Cabrillo, so just give you a little heads up on that. My full name is Leticia, but I go by Leti. I work in Accessibility Support Center. I'm the program coordinator. I can tell you that I've been at Cabrillo for about 22 years. I've had the lovely privilege of working in so many different departments. So if you guys are shy, don't want to ask someone, come look for me. I work for financial aid. I work for EOPS. I worked for the Student Research Center, Transfer Center. So I know a little bit of everything. So if you don't feel comfortable with someone else, come look for me. I'm right next to the hub. Great place to work. We do have a lot of services. As Monica said, when I first started at Cabrillo, I am first generation. I walked the halls basically by myself. I didn't know how to ask questions. I'm Mexicana, so you know what? When we're Mexican, sometimes our parents tell us, don't ask for help, just figure it out yourself. Big mistake. So do not figure it out by yourself. Come look for me, and I will guide you guys in the right direction. So just a little bit about the ASC program. Anybody ever get anxiety when they tell you, hey, we're going to have a math quiz or a math test? Right? Well, if you're eligible for our program, we give you extra time on those tests. So that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we give you all the support here at Cabrillo to just get you here, get you out, and get you on your next chapter of your life. We do help with smart pins. Anyone familiar with the smart pins? So smart pins, for those that are not familiar, you're taking notes. Wherever you leave off, all you have to do is click, and then you can hear the professor on the smart pin. So basically, it's like a little recorder, and it saves you a lot of time. We do offer a lot of services, and my advice to you is come check out the ASC department. Our application is super simple. It's on the ASC webpage. Just go on there, say, getting started, fill it out. We'll get back to you. Everything is confidential, so no one's going to go say, hey, so-and-so, are you going to come see the ASC? Everything's confidential. I'm just letting you know that, get all the support that you guys can get here. Financial aid, all the other programs. The applications are free for financial aid. It's free money. I kid you not. I've had students come and say, hey, you know what? I just got $10,000
deposit into my account. I'm like, holy moly, right? So I'm just saying, apply, and ask questions. If you guys get stuck anywhere, just ask those questions. Get someone. Where do I work at? ASC. Where's ASC located at? Woo! So welcome, Seahawks. I wish you nothing but the best of luck here at Cabrillo. Remember, if you have any questions, just ask everyone. Everyone here is amazing.
Thank you, Legend. And ASC, she might have said this, I was emailing. But you can get help with your horses. Maybe you have a learning disability you didn't know about, or maybe you have one you didn't want to say. But go there, get assessed. You can get extra time on test. You can get a note taker. You can get take your test proctored, at a different time or by yourself. So there's lots of services that you can get. Again, you just have to reach out and do it. Thank you. And yes, money. Everyone should do a FAFSA if I didn't say that already. Make sure you complete the FAFSA. All right. One more question, then we'll take a break because I know you guys need it, and then you got to come back because we have a lot more information. And Alta's next, and she's the best. I won't say awesome. I'll say someone said amazing. Like that. And Alta, you'll introduce the crew that I missed because you're awesome. And our softball coach, Christy, did come. Christy is right there. We did introductions. All right, this is a gimme. I hope. No, maybe not. Should be. Specific. It's like a class. Make sure you read the whole question. The specific name of our mascot, the name of our college president, was here earlier, and our school colors, which should be a gimme. And everyone should have a student-athlete handbook. It's your Bible while you're here at Cabrillo. That's sacrament. It's not your Bible. It's an important document. They're at the front if you didn't get one. But who wants to answer for a hat those 3 questions? Somebody. Somebody. It could be a staff member, too. All right, come on.
My name's Jessie, and I'm women's water polo. Sammy.
Woo! That's awesome.
Sammy the Seahawk. Yeah. Sammy.
And our school colors.
White and blue? I mean,
What color? What shade?
I'll take it.
I call it Cabrillo blue. Some people call it North Carolina blue, but it's very specific. Blue, white, black. At least in our athletic department. Matt Westheim and Sammy the Seahawk, which we have an outfit for, and maybe we can get someone in it who was in it earlier this week and get it going. I can wear it. It's a little big. What? Sammy's so cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's it. Let's go take a break. So you have to come back. You have 10 minutes. Back at 11:30. Stretch. There is waters outside in the white cooler if you need water. We are starting at 11:30. Be back. Okay, good break. I'm breaking the biggest rule of the gym, which is no food or drink. Please make sure you don't spill and you clean up your garbage so I don't get in trouble from myself. Who wants a frisbee? I found a frisbee. Oh, here we go.
Up here, up here.
Watch out.
Up here, up here.
Oh no!
Take that off. Up here, up here. Up here. Oh! Oh no! You really got me.
Rebecca, trainer. Yeah, go ahead. I'll see you. Will you give it to him, please? All right, one more.
Hit that, Mikey.
All right. I feel like we lost some. Maybe not all. All right, let's get going. Next up needs no introduction. The great, but I will. Alta. North.
I just really appreciate every opportunity to get to talk about student life. I'm going to bring up some friends. And what student life is all about is the clubs. We have student senate, and in high school it was ASB. A lot of other areas call it something different, but ASB, student senate is your kind of shared governance. They're the ones who use the money that you pay for your student ID cards to go back to supports and resources that you get. So whenever Ramsey applies for grants to give y'all food on field trips or game day, that comes from the money you spent on your IDs card. So make sure that you don't ask to waive that. And then another thing we do is clubs. Another thing that we do is clubs, and a part of that is just getting involved in different ways. You all are students first. So everything does not done and happen for you, and we want to make sure that you all know that you take advantage of that as well. It doesn't just go through your coach. Sometimes you make that effort and you come to those programs that are dying to help you get what you need. We want your success. We're building in your success into our days. We come to work every day to do something that makes sure you are successful and have access to that. I am going to bring up some of my team members. So I have Ariba, who works with us with the Emotion Program. And what emotion means ultimately is unity, but it is for our BIPOC population, specifically for African Americans, but for people of color who can come into this program. One of the best benefits of it is if you graduate from an emotion program, you get an automatic admission into any HBCU. So that's just something you can put in your back pocket and know that you can do something with it later. I'm going to let Ariba say a few words, and then I'm going to bring in my man Charlie L. Morales, who's coming to us from San Francisco. He's the new Emoja student athletic counselor. He's going to be down here for some of your time. He's going to be up there with us for some of the time, but please know that you have access to him all of the time. So Ariba can come talk to us. She got some stuff that she's going to hand out. And then I'm going to ask Charlie to talk to us because we all in one. You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's up, Seahawks? I cannot wait to get it popping and see all the teams go all the way to the top. That's why I'm here at Cabrillo. But in the meantime, I'm in the Welcome Center as the coordinator, and that's your one-stop shop for all resources on campus. If you want to know where something is or you need help with something, come to the Welcome Center. We'll feed you and we'll point you in the right direction. And then I also am co-coordinator with my friend Charlie here of the Emoja program and the advisor for the Emoja Club. And that's where we really get it popping. That's the party zone. We're going to bring it to you this year. We'll be out and about. We'll be at your games. We're going to be your biggest cheerleader. Here we go. Emoja. On top of that, there are those HBC connections. We will also be doing college tours and conferences. And the only requirement is you show up and you show out with us when you see us on the town. Okay? So I'm going to turn it over to Charlie.
Morning, Real College student athletes. My name is Charlie L. Morales, born and raised in San Francisco, California. I grew up in a big family. I have 7 sisters, 5 brothers, 20 nephews and nieces. I grew up, I'm a light-skinned Salvadorian. So I am the Emoja / athletic counselor. I was born and raised in San Francisco. I went to City College, San Francisco, graduated from there. I don't think y'all play there. Different conference. And then I went to UC San Diego, where I got a bachelor's in ethnic studies. And then later on, I ended up going to the University of Southern California, where I got a master's in education and educational counseling. I interned at UCLA in the athletics department. So they're Pac-12. So I've been at 10 higher education institutions since 2016, and so I just got hired full time. So I'm brand new to this area, so I'm excited to work with y'all. The whole purpose of me is to help you stay eligible so you can compete in your sport and achieve your academic goals. Who is currently enrolled in 12 or more units? All right, if your hand's not raised, you are automatically not eligible to play in your sport. So you got to come see the athletic counselor to help you with that. And so hopefully I get to see y'all at least once, twice each semester to work with you on the academic plan. And that's pretty much what we need to do is have an student education plan on file that outlines the classes you're going to be taking every semester, each semester till you graduate. Can anybody tell me how many units you need to graduate to get an associate's degree or to transfer? How many? 60. Ding, 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 ding. All right, y'all on point. So that's my time. Appreciate y'all.
I want to do a real quick on September 23rd. Y'all playing, I think, football.
Football is playing foothill. And please turn this up because they have been harassing me in my emails. I have been going all in. And these owls have the audacity to challenge a Seahawk. We're a fictitious character, but still.
Okay, thank you. Great to have you, Charlie. I do want to recognize Mario. You guys have been working with Mario for a long time in athletics. Thank you, Mario. He won't leave us completely, but it's great to have a dedicated counselor, academic counselor, split between athletics and Mojo, which is a great new program on campus that I really hope you guys will look into and join, be a part of. If not, we'll all be there supporting it. I can't dance, but I'll be there. See that? All right, next question's for a hat. I think he just said it, I hope. How many units do you need to be enrolled in to be eligible to play during your season of sport? True or false, second season student athlete must have completed 24 units with a 2.0. And true or false, 2 decorum violations in one season will result in suspension for the remainder of the season. Who wants to come and answer? All right, you're up. You got to come down here, though.
I play football here at Cabrillo, go Seahawks. I'm V for my homies and all y'all my homies because y'all are Cabrillo. They call me V Money. To be eligible to play 12 units.
How many towards your ed plan?
9.
9.
Do late start classes count towards your eligibility?
No, they don't count towards your eligibility.
They don't count until the class starts, but a lot of athletes get mixed up in that. They think they have 12, but one of them is a late start and doesn't count, so they're not up. Wait, he didn't get the last question yet. True or false? A second season student athlete must have completed 24 units with a 2.0.
True. Keep your grades up, kids.
True or false, B-Money. 2 decorum violations in one season will result in suspension for the remainder of the season.
True.
Can you get that year back?
No, you can't get that year back.
Is that a bad decision?
Terrible decision.
V-Money got a hat. That was good. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, this one's hard. Oh, yeah, let's do this. We just talked about it. If you're a victim or witness of sexual assault, where can you report this anonymously? Title IX is just for women, and name, true or false, and then name 3 gender-based discriminations for a hat. For a hat. Somebody for a hat. We just talked about it. Okay. Name and sport. Where does someone report sexual assault?
It just reported.
Where is that?
Bottom of every Cabrillo website.
Yeah, people are listening. True or false? Title IX just for women?
No.
Very good. And can you name 3 gender-based discriminations?
Sexual harassment, gender expression, and sexual assault.
That's a hat. It was the title of the slide, so that's what I did. Oh, Alta has a wrap.
I have a question and a wrap up. Can anybody tell me the year that the college started here?
started in Athens.
Name is sport. Addie and women's soccer. And 1962.
Anybody else? Come on, right here. You can just throw stuff up there. His hand was up. Name is sport.
My name is Nolan, and my nickname is Narnar. The year of the college was 1959.
This is a $200 gift card. Can somebody tell me the name of the athletic counselor? Full name, athletic counselor. Full name, athletic counselor. Come back. Full name, athletic counselor. Full name, athletic counselor. Full name.
Oh, man.
El Morales. From San Francisco.
I had to show up my hat with $200. That's messed up, Alden. All right, Desha is not here, but we have an employment office on campus. Financial aid's a way to get free money. Employment's a way to earn your money. And there's jobs on campus, and they also have a job board for jobs across the county. So look at the Seahawk job board and look at the website. We have job fairs, we have career skills, resume building, things like that. Again, another resource to help you be successful. Employment office is still right across the street next to the bookstore. So stairs, bookstore, stairs, employment. Who has a job on campus right now? Raven, Michaela, Jordan. Is there more jobs available? Nikki? All right. Employment on campus. Okay. What's his favorite sport? Oh, sorry. I know. Can't believe the women lost. Rubino, there's a PK to win it. Too soon? Too soon. Who are we rooting for now? Japan? All right, so now we're moving on to the next segment. That's all of our student resources across campus. They can stay. I'm not kicking you out, but please give them a big Seahawk round of applause. Again, we can only tell you about it. You have to go use it, okay? So use the resources to be successful. All right, now we have our sports medicine team. One half of our sports medicine team. Where's Michael? Oh, Rebecca Norman.
Hi guys, I'll keep it short and sweet. Most of you guys have been through this. I'm gonna have a hard time following them. I mean, they have such great energy. It's infectious. I'm gonna do it more. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Rebecca Northon. I'm one half of our sports medicine athletic training staff here on campus. The other athletic trainer is Michael Cutler. Our goal as athletic trainers is to, if you are injured, is to return you to your sport as quickly and safely as possible. So we have a great network of people that we work with. We have 2 orthopedic surgeons, we have physical therapists, we have physician's assistants. We work closely with student health services to provide you guys with the best treatment to achieve that goal of returning you back to your sport as quickly and safely as possible. It's not only for your general health, but for your mental health. So once again, if you guys need anything, you can come talk to Michael or me, and we can help get you those referrals you need to support you that way. Another way that we're connected across campus is that let's say you have a concussion and you're trying to get back in the classroom, but you're struggling, we can work with the ASC to try to get you support in the classroom as well. So we're not just over here, we work with a lot of other people across campus to support you, once again, with your healthcare. Real quick, those of you who don't know, maybe some of the spring sports that I'm seeing you for the first time, there are certain things that need to be completed prior to your first day of practice. Those of you on baseball and softball, it will be your non-traditional season. But we need to get you registered in our electronic medical record system, which is Healthy Roster. You need to get a physical from an MD, DO, PA, or NP. And we do concussion baselines in our athletic training office. And then once we get all that stuff compiled, you're cleared to go. So if you guys have any questions, our office is out that door, just on the other side of this wall. Okay. Anything else? Any questions? Comments? Go Seahawks.
Besides Rebecca and Michael, who else in the Cabrillo athletic staff is a certified athletic trainer?
You are.
Yeah, who said that? Yeah. Oh, that was my first job. And I passed it on to better people. But heel locks go in front of the heel if they ever ask. It's a big competition we have. I didn't realize we were so far ahead of schedule because we're so good. So Desha did come, and she's going to much more eloquently talk about student employment on campus.
All right, I know you've been sitting a bunch, so we're going to do a little something. You have to stand up. So how many people here already have a resume? Stand up. All right. How many people have worked before? All right, who's volunteered? All right, who's been on a team? That's everybody should be standing at this point. We have a couple that are in the All right, have your seats. So I like to start with this, especially if you have worked, been on a team, or volunteered. Those are all things that should be on a resume, right? And if you don't already have one, and it seems like not everyone here did, our office can help support you with that. I know Mark went over a lot of the information and the services that we provide, but that is really a big helpful one that we can do for you. We have a job board that's free for students, and we love to help support you finding jobs and internships. I'm not going to go into a whole much more detail on that since we covered it, but I did want to highlight, Mark, did you talk about this last job at all that I mentioned? Yeah, so New Bright Middle School, I wanted to throw this out here since we have athletes here. They are hiring a coach for cross country and it's starting next week. So if you think you're interested in it, it's Mondays and Wednesdays and afternoons is the practice. Friday is the meets for the middle schools, and it only runs for a couple months, and you can make $1,200. So not a bad little gig if you've got time in your schedule to do that right now. If you're interested, I would say, are they wrapping up after this? Am I the last?
Lunch outside.
Okay. I'll hang out for about 5 minutes after this, and if you think you're interested, we can connect, and I'll get you Enrique's contact information. He's the director there. All right. Any questions about what all we can do? How many of you are working on campus?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you with this. There are over 500 jobs on campus. A lot of them are filled now, but next semester, people will graduate or move on, and those will open up again. I really encourage you to do that. It's a great way for you to work on campus. We work around your class schedule, which is a huge bonus, right? If you work off campus, they don't really care about your schedule as much. And there's flexibility. If you have tests you need to prep for, we can give you some time off, you go study, and still have the job. So it's a really nice way to do it, and you get more connected to Cabrillo, even more than athletes do. Okay? Thank you. Have a great one.
Just me, I'm last. Okay, so that's everyone but me. So we're going to get into the handbook and talk a little bit about eligibility. I will meet with every team individually when we do the eligibility forms, but it's my experience that you guys pick up about 25% each meeting. So if we tell it to you 4 times, then maybe we'll get it all. So let's just dive into this a little bit. Okay, our mission for you is to provide a premier interscholastic collegiate environment for you, our students in the community. We want to empower you to matriculate to four-year colleges, teaching you necessary skills to achieve academic, social, and athletic success beyond your time at Cabrillo. We strive to provide an atmosphere of inclusion and growth for our diverse student body and for the community by building around honor, motivation, and passion. And what? Oh, I skipped. So we're committed to growth and development of every student athlete. Every action decision is produced out of an alignment commitment to serve students first and foremost. Okay, and we all work together as an athletic department to make sure that's getting done. If we're falling short, let us know and we can make improvements. Okay, we want you to be successful. I really don't feel that we're all about wins and losses. Okay, we're not. We want you to win on the field. We want to be successful in your sport, but really about you and your journey and your goal and getting you to where you want to be. Okay. There's a list of ton of people on campus that you could look at. I missed Michelle. I was supposed to add her. The Dean of Student Services should be in the handbook. So she's in it now, but after I printed 150 copies. So write it down, Dr. D, and make sure you have her contact info. She will support you. She is very supportive of all of our students, but very helpful with our student athletes when things come up. All right, league and conference is there. What you need to be clear to play. We're going to do this individually, but I'm going to tell you now because there's a lot. Being a student athlete, intercollegiate student athlete is there's a lot you are required of you or asked of you, and thank you for all of those that have worked to get it done. Number one is the Form 1, which is the eligibility form. I will meet with your team. We're doing those on an app now, but that's your eligibility form. Eligibility form says that you have to be enrolled in 12 units, 9 towards your ed plan in order to participate in your season of sport. Okay? I'm going to reiterate it. Late start classes don't count until the class starts. So if your season starts in September and your class doesn't start until October, it cannot be used towards your 12. So make sure people get caught up in that, and I feel bad when it happens, but I've told you now, so make sure you don't count that towards your 12. Funny enough, all of the fall athletes that are in the Athletic 30 class right now that ends in a week, that will last all semester. Okay, so that will count towards your 12, but late start doesn't, because you have to be enrolled and attending. And you can't attend if it hasn't started. Okay? Once you play in a game, meet, or match, that's a season of intercollegiate sports. That's 1 year of eligibility. Okay? Now, in order to be eligible your next season of sport, you have to complete 24 units before that season, before that semester, 18 towards your ed plan. 18 towards your ed plan with a cumulative grade point average of 2.0. And you have to pass 6 units your last full-time semester. So all that gets a little crazy. If you got 24, most likely you pass 6 your last full-time semester, but there's crazy scenarios where that doesn't happen. Okay? Charlie talked about the ed plan. When I'm looking at your ed plans right now, I see that you've chosen a major because you have to when you apply and enroll, and I'm looking for a comprehensive ed plan, and that's what you do with the counselors. So it's imperative that everyone meets with Charlie when he starts, or Mario right now until Charlie starts, and gets an ed plan on file. Fall athletes have until October 15th, but get it done now, okay, so we don't forget about it. Spring athletes is March 15th, I think. Don't quote me on that. So when I look at your schedule, it's going to show me all your planned classes for the next 2 years, okay? And so 9 of your units have to be towards that ed plan to play. 18 have to be towards that ed plan to be eligible your second year. And we don't want that to ever like come up and now you're not eligible. You practiced all year, you think you're playing your second year, everything's great, and then I check eligibility and you don't qualify. Okay? We want to make sure we get that ahead of time. So I work with the coaches to make sure they're following your progress and can get you help you need early so it doesn't come up right before season starts. If you went to another college, I have to get your transcripts and a transfer form, okay, and I'll work on that. You have to get a physical, like Rebecca said, healthy roster. You have to be enrolled in the healthy roster, which is how our athletic trainers track that. Concussion baseline, which she already said, so I'm going fast. And you have to be enrolled in your class. Okay, so it's part of your educational plan. If you're doing athletics, you have to be enrolled in the class. So if you enter the in-season class is an Athletic 15 series, so it's going to be Athletic 15C for football. Athletic 15S is sand volleyball. I'm saying the ones that I know off the top of my head. Athletic 15, what is women's soccer? You don't know, you should be enrolled in it. F is women's water polo. All right, make sure you're enrolled in the Athletic 15. Okay? The preseason class is an Athletic 30 series, so it's going to be 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay? So you have to be enrolled in the class and have all that other stuff complete. Okay, so this is where I ask you to, and I've said this to the football team and soccer team because I met with them, you take on a bigger role as a student athlete. And that's just something that you kind of have to accept. We're very visible, right? We consider ourselves kind of the front porch of the college because we're visible. We have a lot of games on campus, a lot of community activities, and we're in media, so we're very visible, okay? So it's important for you to represent the athletic department in a positive way, the college in a positive way, your team, each other. Okay? Bad things are remembered a lot more than good things. But it goes a long ways across campus, with your teachers, in the cafeteria, with the people that spoke today. Just be a good person. Treat people well on campus, in your lives, each other. Again, family, supporting each other. Represent the college in a positive way. Make good decisions. A lot of that comes with travel, right? We're on the road. It's kind of exciting. We're away. We got to make good decisions. Okay? It's a decorum violation to drink or do drugs or tobacco when we're traveling as a team. Okay, so there's issues there, suspension from your sport, but there's also disciplinary action on campus. Okay, it goes against the student code of conduct that you agreed to as a Cabrillo College student. Okay, so that kind of stuff, just make sure you're a good person. And that's just what I say here. You are expected to demonstrate sportsmanship, humility, courtesy on the field, pool deck, on campus, while traveling, on social media sites. You know, like when you go away, when you're out visiting at another school. I love when I get calls back. Hey, that women's soccer team, they were really nice, right? They were really cool. They were very courteous, whatever it might be. All right. Make sure you go to your class. Teachers have the right to drop you if you don't go to class. Okay, you have to be there, be present, introduce yourself, sit in the front row, you know, be an active participant in the class. All right, it's bad when you get dropped. I don't know why I got dropped. Well, it's because you weren't going to class. So they will drop you, and then you drop below 12 units. You play in a game below 12 units, and now we forfeit that game. Okay, so go to class, do your work, show up to practice on time, class on time, maintain your eligibility. Report injuries so you can be successful. Ask for help when you need it. All right, I'm going to go fast. I don't want to lose you guys, but I got a while till pizza's here. What time is it? But you can read this on your own. We can do 10. All right, I'll do this in your meeting, but decorum is behavior, and you are held to a certain standard while participating as a student athlete. So a 3C2A sanctioned event starts from the time you get to campus to the time you leave campus. So any of this decorum stuff you can be held, you can violate that whole time. So there was one year as a football team, they won a game, they were in their locker room, and it was just like, I can't say it, we're being live streamed, but it was, you know, F them, they were going crazy, they were cussing at the camera, it was on social media. That is a decorum violation. That event was still going on, because it's from the time you get to campus to the time you leave. Right? So social media, just be smart. It's such a devil, right? Don't post stuff. It's there forever. Screenshot, whatever. Be smart with social media. But they got in trouble because it was all over social media. And they were, oh, we're in our locker room. That's our space. It's a decorum violation, and they were suspended. Okay? So you can get kicked out of a game for unsportsmanlike conduct or language. And that one's tough, right? You maybe just be frustrated with yourself, and you cuss. And the referee has the right, it's supposed to be a zero tolerance policy, to eject you right there. Not every referee or official will, but rule of thumb is they have the right to. You get ejected from that game, you're done for the next game. All right, if that happens twice in a season, we talked about earlier, you lose your whole year of eligibility. You're suspended for the year. So it's about keeping your composure, representing us well, and knowing these rules. If you try to assault, if you assault or attempt to assault a referee or an official, you won't play in California for 5 years. And that one's huge, right? It's all social media. Oh, look at the basketball referee getting beat up. It's not funny, and it's really hard to get officials right now because no one wants to do it. So they're doing a job. They're going to make mistakes. Move on. Next play. But that's a huge penalty. If you bump an official and they deem it as an assault, that's 5 years in California. You can't participate in community college athletics. Anyone other than an official, so an opponent, if you assault or attempt to assault, that's a 2-game suspension. So if you throw a punch, you push someone, everything's on video now, you'll be suspended for 2 games. And I tell the football team, in a sport like football, that's 30% of their season. 2's not, but you reject it from that game and the next 2. That's 3 games, 30% of their season. All right. If you leave your position on the field or the sideline, right? So Puga gets in a fight. She's already going to be ejected. 2 games. Let her go. If you rush out there to help her and you get involved, now you're suspended as well. So let Puga handle it. Don't get in a fight. But know that she's already done it. And it's hard because we're a team, we're family, you want to support each other. But you can get suspended as well. What's the last one? Oh, drugs, alcohol, tobacco. From the time you get to campus to the time you leave. All right, so if you think it's going to be cool to bring alcohol onto the bus and go crazy after the game, I don't think coach will like it, but you'll also be suspended from a 3C2A standpoint, and again, Cabrillo Code of Conduct. So it all goes back, just being a good person, making good decisions. All right, eligibility rules, second year we already did, but we're going fast. Athletic trainers, don't just use them. Get the help that you need. If something's hurting, don't let it get to the point where now you have to sit out. That was always my thing. They would tell me after it's gotten really bad, now you have to sit out for 2 weeks, where if we would have managed it early, maybe you wouldn't have had to. All right, this is a good one. The wellness center. So here's the rule. If you're going to go up to the wellness center and work out on your own and log in, who knows where the wellness center is? Okay, it's a beautiful 10,000 square foot facility across campus. It's our general fitness center for kinesiology students. I'm telling you, as a student athlete, you don't have rights to go in there whenever you want. All right, you have to enroll in the wellness center class. 20, 21, 22, 20, 22, 23, 24. And you go up there, you can log in, do the required hours past the class. Now we have our athletic weight room here, and it's filled, so some of our sports will coordinate with the wellness center to go up there as a team. Then you don't need to be enrolled in the class. You're already in Athletic 10, which is our conditioning class. We're just using a different place. Okay? But if you're just going in on your own, you have to be enrolled in the wellness center class. Athletic 10 doesn't cover you. Does that make sense? Okay. Sometimes we get athletes going in and say, I'm on the soccer team. It's like, well, you have to take the class. It wasn't you. All right. Locker room and team. Unfortunately, we're not at a time where every team has a locker room. It's unfortunate, something that we're working towards, where you guys have your own team room and space, and I'm sorry for the teams that don't have that. But those that do, take care of it. That's your place. Clean it. Don't go crazy in there. Don't break rules in there. Only go in when you're supposed to go in. Make sure you're not leaving your equipment out. We trust everyone, but things go missing, and then we don't know what happens. Lock your stuff up, but make sure you take care of those locker rooms. Academic success and support. So this is page 11. I know you guys are all following closely. We already went through all this, but just know that it's here. So if you spaced out or didn't know, what is that person's name? What do they do? It's in here. So this is all the resources available to you on campus. Housing, we can't do a lot with housing. So we have a housing board. We have people that can help you fill out leases and co-signers and things like that. But as a college, we can't go find places for you or secure housing for you. Okay. Student health services, they already talked. Helpful hints for being a student athlete, rights and responsibilities. All right. Name, image, and likeness. So a couple years ago, there was a law that was passed that says you can get paid now as a student athlete for using your name, image, and likeness. This is more, in my opinion, no offense to you guys, but a Division I, high-profile name, Bronny James kind of thing, right? Now they can get paid. They can do a Nike sponsorship, and Nike can give them money by using their name and their image, all right? We kind of got lumped into it as a community college, and it may benefit some. There might be some people that can take advantage of it, but you have to look at, is it worth it to you? So this is a scenario I gave football. You qualify for Pell, and you're going to get $6,000, but you're on the border, and you get a $1,000 NIL deal, right? Some shop in town is going to give you $1,000 to rep them on TikTok or whatever, Snapchat, right? Now you don't qualify for Pell, so you could have had 6, but you took 1. So there's just weird things like that you have to kind of pay attention to. You have to know about taxes and what you need to do when you're making money and signing contracts. So we have an app called Spry, which I haven't onboarded everybody yet, but you'll get a notification. You'll have an app on your phone called Spry, and it has tons of education. If it's something you want to look into, you're a big influencer on social media, and you think you can make money by using your name and maybe wear Cabrillo gear, then you can educate yourself on how to do it. The biggest thing that you need to know is you have to disclose it to the college. So if you Togo's down the street, sorry I'm using the same scenarios, guys, I run out. Togo's down the street says they're going to give you free sandwiches if you wear your uniform and rep them on social media, right? That's fine, take that free food, but you have to disclose it to the college. If you don't, it's a 3C2A violation, and it could hurt your transferring opportunities. Okay, so this app, you'll just disclosure, free sandwiches, Togo's, it makes it very simple for you, and that will be submitted to me. I'll approve it, and now you've disclosed it. The last thing about NIL is we can't help you, so coaches can't be involved in any process, getting you deals, getting you contracts. That will get us in trouble. Okay, so we can't help you. You have to disclose, and just make sure you educate yourself on what it is. Okay. The last thing is we just can't do for you what really isn't done for every student. So we can't give you, it's called impermissible benefits. So coaches, staff, me, I can't be giving you money. I can't give you my credit card. I can't loan you my car. I can't get you a house. That is something that's very serious. And if you accept any of that, now you are deemed to have accepted impermissible benefits, and you will be suspended from California Community College athletics indefinitely. Right? So that's not something that you want to do. So it may sound great to take $100, but you can get in trouble. So I ask, if that happens, you don't accept it, number one, and that you let me know about it so we can take care of it. All right. So just there's things that have happened throughout time, and now it's very descriptive, right? Like, coach, hey, I'll give you $1,000 to mow my lawn. Well, that doesn't really follow, unless you're just a really good mow job. It can't be something exorbitant. I can't say that word. Right. So if you have a question, just make sure you ask before you accept. I don't want anyone to get caught up in that kind of thing. All right. So we can do fresh market. We can give you food because it's at the fresh market. Pantries, you can get food because it's open to everyone. Things like that. All right. You can get, I know you guys do team meals and things like that, but that's within the rules. I'm kind of counting because I don't know if the pizza's here yet. All right, so we are doing lunch for you guys. I want to thank you for taking 2 hours this morning to be here. It is good information, and I really hope that you got something out of it. It's also just great to bring everyone together, see each other, and know that you're Seahawks. You are student athletes in this together, so help each other out. Happy to have you. Looking forward to the fall, winter, spring seasons. Best of luck to you. Ask for help if you need it. We are here for you. We wish you all the success and good luck. So pizza will be outside here, and I don't know if it's here yet, but if not, just hang out. My wife's on the way. All right, thank you. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Hi everybody, my name is Shep. I'm the social media / sports information person here at Cabrillo College. I'm also the associate head coach of women's water polo. Everyone's coming to water polo games this year, right? Yeah. That's what I like to hear. So I just want to put this out there real quick. I'll speak to you guys when I see you for your headshots. And and your team photos. This season, everyone needs to follow at Cabrillo Seahawks on Instagram. At Cabrillo Seahawks on Instagram. If you play a fall sport, there's a 90% chance your team also has its own social media channel or Instagram account. Follow that account as well. When we post about you and your sport, put it in your story, put it in your feed, repost it. We had a video that got 22,000 views last year on Instagram. It was awesome. We can get these like nice, long, big reach impact stuff, but you have to share it with your audience. Sound good? Cool? Awesome. Have fun. Enjoy your pizza.
As you're walking out, I need one loud, huge break. You have to yell Seahawks as loud as you can on 3. Don't make me look silly. Seahawks on 3, Seahawks on me. 1, 2, 3. Seahawks! I'm glad you didn't leave me hanging there.
Good, Ryan. How are you? Good. Let's do, man. Great, my guy.